Hello, Happy, Hippie, how you doing? Doing good. Hello, Dutch, Hippie, you goofy. Hello, Clash, how you doing? Hello, the good Con, how you? Hello, Joe. Anybody want to come up? More welcome. Doofy, are you sure you ain't like live? Oh, okay, Doofy. What do you say? Hello, cat girl. Okay, Happy Hippie, you be careful. How you doing, cat girl? I know, cat girl. Doopy being his little four-legged goofy eating. Oh, you welcome, cat girl. Doopy. I think you do that all the time. Cat girl, go ahead and call Doopy a four-legged goofy. That way, yeah, four-legged furry tickle me goofy. Okay, Doopy. Would it make you feel better if I call you a cocksucker? Hello, Grand Weeper. How you doing? Hello, Reaper.
Greetings, sir.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Very quiet today here for a change.
Yeah, I was over there at Hank's corner, and I think he just about done. He pissing in his string after he do one more video, and I'm like, well, you know what? I better go. I might want to go live, so that way if he does, he can send everybody over here, or they can go wherever.
Mm.
So KMCK.
Yeah, I stopped in on his stream briefly before my computer decided to act up. I had to shut it down for a temporary time being. See if it's working now, actually. I can't technically. I can't blame the computer. I should say the internet was acting up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had that problem some too.
This is round two for since yesterday. It happened yesterday, and it's doing it again today. So I'm up to round
Yeah,
two.
yeah. Well, I'm pretty right there. Usually it's the location where I'm at, and another thing I'll do with the weather too.
Yeah. Yeah, right now with my location is not in that bad a shape. It's just for some odd reason just dropped.
Oh yeah,
Several people noticed that. And weather-wise, I mean, clouds and sun, pretty much a quiet day. Not too bad out. That's why I'm trying to figure out why yesterday and today it's done it. Yesterday it was sunny and just sunny and nice.
yeah. Oh, it pretty
But
much like it is here.
yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Why it's dropping off like it keeps doing. I already tried to
Yeah,
call the company, but they got a
yeah.
3 hour.
See, it's very rare that I get on Wi-Fi, but when I do, for some reason, but
Mhm.
a lot of time I don't. I got the LTE 4G data,
Yep.
unlimited data,
Yep. I
and
got the same.
well, a lot of time I didn't realize it, but first track phone I got, it didn't have the camera on it, but I can still get on the internet with it, and and that how much that they improved. They went from a cell phone with no camera with a cell phone with the camera.
Yeah. But I wasn't using my phone at the time. It was the actual internet here in the apartment. My
Oh
phone was
yeah,
working somewhat okay, but it kept going in and out as well. It's almost like the service was just a complete mess over here for some reason.
yeah, hell phone.
Yeah. Really annoying.
Yeah, well, one thing I know, like here in Louisiana, it can be real nice here,
Hmm.
but a lot of times you might not can tell it, but sometimes something in the weather might be something different. Trump said.
Yeah. That's what I thought what it might have been as well, but
How you doing, Pone?
Oh, about as well as I can, I reckon. About as well as I can. Picked up a new job that kind of did me just pretty good right when I needed it. That's pretty nice.
Oh, yeah?
And it's a big job. It's going to be around 10, 15 grand.
Yeah, well, well, do they pay good or?
No, Lynn, I'm doing that's. I'm paying myself, so to speak.
Oh,
I bet a
oh,
remodel
oh,
and got the job.
oh, okay.
People want to add like 40 foot by 30 foot onto their master bath and master bedroom. We completely redo everything.
Oh, I know what you do.
I'm a plumber by trade, Glenn,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I can do anything. I'm also a carpenter, a framer.
yeah. You put,
I've
yeah,
done it all.
yeah. You pretty much like me. Only difference is I won't mess with the electricity and I won't mess with the plumbing that much. I can do it if I take my time and learn how to do it, but I just don't really care about doing it.
It's not as difficult. The plumbing can get pretty complicated as long as you know phases
Yeah,
and other things. The electrical's not too bad. Hell, I'll even switch out plugs while they're still hot.
yeah. Yeah, I won't do that. I'll make
You
sure
want
I
to change
kill
out a
the
plug while it's still hot?
electricity. Yeah. Well, that thing like me, I kill electricity before I do that.
I used to. I don't anymore.
I had to.
Stop
I
doing
got
it.
shot across the rumble with 440 volts in my arm. I learned a very hard lesson on that one.
A buddy of mine was going to change his AC fuse out. The big, it's not called a fuse. It's man, I'll think of the name up here in a minute. No one told him to turn the electricity off before he did it, and you have to turn the electricity off before you change that mug out. But he didn't, and he said the next thing he knew, he woke up against the house that was next door, and he could barely catch his breath.
He got lucky. He hit a wall. I went through one.
Well, he hit a brick wall, but damn, I think of the name of that damn thing here in a minute. It's like a relay, but it's not a relay.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't never could think of the name of it.
Had to be a fuse. Had to be a
Yeah.
switch fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things, they carry the majority of the power. If you're not careful, that thing can definitely give you a kick. And they
Yeah.
definitely kick worse than a mule. I can tell you.
Yeah, they would.
I've had a couple of buddies that were linesmen. Actually, I had a lot of buddies that were linesmen, but I had a couple of them that didn't check their gloves before they went to work. Like the first thing you're supposed to do. And
Yeah.
neither one of those guys have hands left on either arm. Hell, they barely got a nub at the elbow. The electricity blew out at the elbows. Pretty gross.
Yeah. I know that had hurt.
Well, I imagine it knocked them out from the pain immediately. I imagine they went in complete shock. But well, they were definitely shocked. But it's their own dumbass fault. I mean, very first thing you do when you get up a pole is blow your gloves up and make sure there ain't no holes in them.
Yep.
You can't do that. You get what you deserve in a way. Man, I feel bad for the guys because they're my good friends, but could have been prevented.
Well, there is several reasons why I don't really mess with electricity. But I ain't gonna say I know everything about electricity. I don't, but I do know enough not shut the hot and ground together.
I get a little breaker doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Glenn, you ever try to piss on an electric fence?
Nope. Never had, Maybe won't, never will.
I did when I was a real young lad. And it hurt real bad and it shocked my balls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think you like that, one good thing I did it. No, well, I worked with a couple contractors that got a license, build homes. You and I learned a lot. And well, I also remodeled. Help several people on remodeling. Well, remodeling ain't really that much of a difference. Remodeling and building homes. But the only difference is home. When you remodel, home already been built. When you building a home, you got to build, start from the ground up and go up.
Well, as long as you know the structural value of the framing, it's already there.
Oh yeah,
And you don't go to cutting into any load bearing walls,
yeah,
you're usually all right.
yeah, yeah. Well, if I got to cut in the wall, what I do, I got a tool called a stir finder. Hello, DJ. And what I do, that stir finder, real good. Finding uh, the pipes and electrical wires.
I watched a $3 million home. I watched the roof cave in one day. I was out there working on some shit. The house was just getting built, but it was a lawyer's house, and the architect screwed up. He didn't compensate for the weight of the roof because
Oh yeah,
the homeowner wanted Spanish tile, and this is before they had the vinyl or rubberized Spanish tile. This is all clay tile. Clay tile is quite heavy.
yeah,
So the more you stack it up, the heavier it gets. And I watched that whole roof just cave right in on the house. It was a disaster.
yeah. No, that tells me that one two things is the home ain't being built right, or should I say the roof ain't being built right, or that home you know, so, or should I say somebody didn't do something right there.
No, the architect just didn't account for the weight of the Spanish tile. That's what happened, Glenn.
Yeah,
They didn't have the proper uh, braces in their roof joists to hold the roof up.
yeah,
So the roof collapsed. That's why.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking at about what is it? About 3,000 pounds of pressure per square inch especially with clay tile, if memory serves
I really
correct.
don't know what clay. I don't really have no idea what clay tile is, but I mean, this stuff is heavy. But
Well,
I
the
mean,
material is made of a heavy clay, so they usually can weigh up to anywhere between 5 pounds to 25 pounds, depending on the size and type. I mean, they're not lightweight, that's for damn sure.
no, they're not lightweight. But I mean, like I said, this was before the rubberized or vinyl, whatever they make the new Spanish tile out of. That's not clay. Supposedly it'll last a lifetime.
That's almost like a foam material.
Well, it's not. It's not like stucco. I mean, it's actually rubberized. You can't. So clay, will break if it gets hit with the right amount of force on like by hail or something like
Yeah.
that. Clay will actually crack. This stuff, it'll just take a licking and keep on ticking. I don't know exactly what it's made out of. It's expensive as fuck, I tell you that, but it supposedly lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, I think they said it was made with a synthetic rubber of some kind. They come in so many different types now. It's ridiculous to figure out which one was which. I know the synthetic rubber ones, you can turn around and you can color it and everything like that. Looks like actual clay and everything. But
yeah, the color's all the way through it too. So like if you cut it, the color will be all the way through it. So
yeah,
and, somehow they keep it from fading. I don't know what kind of shit they put in there to keep it from fading, because all rubber and plastic I've ever seen fade, but this shit supposedly won't.
Yeah.
Still though, I don't know why anybody would put shingles on their home. I mean, that's just like the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah. Well, you hit like here in Louisiana, I tell people, all the time, especially when they ask me, which one I propose sitting on the roof, shingle or metal tin. Well, I tell them metal tin because the white one can last you, good 20, I want to say good 25 to 50 years, depending on how well made in what they do.
Oh shit, Glenn! If you get some of that good tin, some of that good sheet tin, it's a little bit thicker than most. It's your last lifetime. Never have to repair it ever.
Yeah,
Never do anything.
I agree with you there. If it made right, they will last a lifetime. And but it might be, you might cost you some money, in the short run, but in the long run, it gonna also save you the money. A lot better, that way. Because every 5 to 10 years, you gotta replace the shingle.
Well, the advantage of tin is not just the length of its work, or length of how long it will last. It's also the cooling effect.
Well,
So tin will repel sunlight and keep your home cooler.
Yeah.
Where shingles will absorb sunlight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's why on a shingle house you need attic vents. You have to have attic breathers.
Yeah.
On a tin roof, you don't really need them.
Now, well, a lot of homes, I want to say, 95% of the homes that been built, got attic anyways. Whether big or small. And Corey, you also got to look at that too, how well insulated that is too. And you got to look at that as well.
Well, your attic should always be insulated, Glenn. I mean, if your attic's not insulated, it's bad news. You should always have your attic insulated.
Yeah. Well, what amazes me, no, I mean, when I first got into it, it took 6 months, build one home. Okay, build it, get it all done, mud and sand, get the whole thing built. Okay, paint it and whatever. And now, now with the tools that now outside, it's going at least 5 to 5 and all.
Is it just me or is Glenn roboting?
It is.
Yeah, Glenn, you started roboting again.
Oh, what now?
We got about a quarter of that, Glenn.
Okay. Well, I just
You're still roboting, buddy. Hey, you're still roboting, Glenn.
all right, what about now?
No, you're good now, buddy.
What amazed me, what they do now and how they build a home now. When I first got into it, it took at least 6 months to get one home built. And that is a 2-story now. And now they can slap a 2-story home up within 5 months, 5.5 months now. With the
Shit,
tools
Glenn,
that
where
they
I'm at
got.
right here, start to finish. So we're talking from the concrete pour to the closing of that home. They can get that shit done in 3 months.
Yeah. Well, you got a good sized crew too, if you look at it.
Well, where I'm at is probably the fastest growing area in all of the United States, especially for homes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's another market that in another state that is booming like where I'm at right now. The homes are going up everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This has been going on now for almost 10, 15 years too. It's only slowed down once during the housing crash, and it picked right back up again once that shit got over with. But
yeah.
Guys down here just got a lot of dudes that have been with the same crews for a long time. So you got these framers that framed a bunch of the same houses over and over and over. They cut down to routine. They get these things framed up in a week. Get it framed up, get it decked in, dried in, get it topped out. Get your AC put in, roughed in, get your damn electrical roughed in. Boom, you got sheetrock going up and get tape floating it, painting it. They're hanging doors and they're fucking trimming it out and this thing's ready to go. Taking about 3 months around here.
Yeah. Hello, Joe Seaman. Yeah. Well, Corey, Cowboy won't be all that big. We might have maybe total, I want to say like 10 people. We want to say that because, we got 2, 3 people, electrician. We got 3, 4 people, is a roofer. Then we got like 3, 4 plumbers. Then we got another 2, 3 we had someone, a small group from Polly House. When you come down to that,
I understand the same thing. Here though, we're not running. There's not one business running one crew for each thing. There's a whole bunch of businesses that have their own crews. So each crew is different. So if I'm a home builder, I have one contractor that does concrete, I have another contractor that does plumbing, I have another contractor that does electrical, I have another contractor that does framing. So each area is its own crew, its own business.
Yeah.
So there's not just one big business that has everybody. It's a bunch of businesses that do specialized things, and that's how they're able to get it done so fast.
Yeah.
Hell, there's a good friend of mine. there's a good friend of mine here that had the probably the best framing crew in there is. Matter of fact, his framing crew was so good that people from different states would come and pay him top dollar to go to their state to frame houses for him because he can get it done so fast with his crew. But they pay him double the rate. Dude's amazing.
Yeah.
But that crew's been together for 20 years.
Yeah. I don't know how Texas does it, but I know here in Louisiana, you got these contractors, make go around and make bids, and boy, a lot of y'all don't know what that means. I know Poon might back me on this. What we mean by bid, when we place a bid, like let's say me and Poon got a different company. And what we do, we in competition. We make a bid, and we make a cheaper bid. Win, get a chance build that home.
That's how they do it pretty much everywhere, Glenn. But here there's so, like I said, there's so much building going on that these home builders, they've got the crews that they pretty much want. And it's just kind of a set in stone kind of contract deal that they got going. They just don't go outside and get other crews unless something happens where you're not pleased with the production, or somebody has to quit doing something. Then they'll go other ways. But most of the time, these guys stick with the same dudes over and over and over. And that's how it's another way they get things done faster. Is this much more of a relationship as it goes down the line. Everybody kind of knows what to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you right about that, And, that what makes me like, hello Jason, that what makes me like like, for instance, when I say they improved, they you might remember this, back when you first started, from now what they actually do, and what kind of stuff that they got, and what they use, to build homes. Back then we used hammer, and now they use compressors. Hello, NC Tyrant.
Not always, do they? I still know a crew of believe it or not, white dudes that are roofers that still use them with hammer and nail. And I can tell you right now, these dudes can sling out some nails, and if you ever watch them, they'll like to get a handful of nails and they kind of jerk their hand up and down. And when they do that, they'll have a nail stuck in each crevice of their finger. So 3 nails go to hit, and that's how good they are. And they can hammer them shingles in faster than a dude with a nail gun. They're amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I came across a couple of roofers that did that myself, and I tried it. They make it look so easy, but it not.
No, I can't do it either, Glenn. I tried it. I just look like a fucking idiot.
What that?
Trying to sling a handful of roofing nails through my hand and get one stuck in each crevice of my finger, but I can't seem to do it because I'm an idiot, I guess. I don't know how the fuck to do it.
Yeah. Well, don't feel bad. I can't do it. I can't do it either. I'm much better. Hell, I'd be much better just doing a nail gun. Da 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 da. And just be done with it. Man, I can use a hammer, nail, but that it's gonna take me a while.
This is why God gave us DeWalt in Milwaukee. Believe it or not,
Yeah,
Ryobi. They have DeWalt framing nailer with the battery tire framing nailer is a badass fucking nail gun. It's a badass
yeah,
motherfucker. I mean, it's awesome. The only problem with it
yeah,
is it doesn't hold two full sleeves of nails. It only holds like one and a half.
yeah. I'm like you. I try to go with the best tools when if I go building home. DeWalt, or I'll go with Milwaukee or Spaghetto. If you familiar with that with that name brand.
Yeah, I've seen them. I don't buy nothing but usually Milwaukee, but depends on what it comes to. So the framing nailer, DeWalt has, as a matter of fact, it was just a couple of years ago that framing nailer was rated the number one framing nailer on the market, and that's had a pneumatic and battery powered. But I
Yeah,
got a hell of a deal on one from a dude. Only gave $200 for it, and the thing's then for 500 brand new. Like I said, it only holds a sleeve and a half of nails, so you got to actually break a sleeve in half to get it, full of nails. It kind of sucks. I don't know why they make that clip bigger. It's stupid. Believe it or not, the
oh yeah,
Ryobi trim nailers, the trim nailer line of Ryobi are better nail guns than the Milwaukee is. Made by the same
uh,
company too. I think it's TCC is the name of the company that they own Milwaukee and they own Ryobi. They also own what's that company at Walmart now? Is it White?
yeah,
I think it's White. They also own them too.
yeah. And, now I heard that one before, but I ain't never seen them. But now I have heard Ryobi. I know I'm familiar with the Spaghetto because I know several people work with them. I'm familiar with the snap-ons. I'm familiar with the Craftsman as well. Well, don't get me wrong, Craftsman, they do make a good tool, but they ain't
Well,
I wouldn't say they top of the line on tools.
Hitachi is the top of the line framing nailer. I mean, if you want to go
Yeah,
pneumatic, Hitachi makes the best framing nailer there is, hands down without a doubt. And you go to
yeah,
for the other things like coil nailers, roof nailers, you can go to DoFast, and DoFast is owned by Hitachi. I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I don't know about any place else, but I know right here in Louisiana, I know Lowe's and Home Depot love carpenters. And which why? Because the simple fact, we we know what we need, and we know what we need to get the material, and we know our stuff. No, I agree with Jason. Jason got that there. Most of us do like keep our feet on the ground, and back then, especially here in Louisiana, way they did the roof back then and now, I won't even look at a roof. And the simple reason why, because they make it almost around 80 to 90 degrees angle.
That's called a pitch, Glenn.
Yeah. Hello, Jason.
Hello, Glenn. Fuck all this typing.
How you doing?
Feeling like shit today. I think I'm starting to get sick. Ugh.
Thank you,
Sore
Jay.
throat.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, I still got to get up on roofs every now and then, dealing with chimneys and crap. I prefer not to, but you still get the odd chimney to do.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing now, Glenn? Just a little bit of everything, like renovations, carpentry,
Yeah.
and stuff? Right on.
Well, I can get in doing that.
Big demand for it now everywhere.
Oh yeah. Well,
To do with this COVID shit.
well, the thing about it, I prefer, do it myself. Have my own company.
Yeah.
So that way I know who to get and who not to get.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I can get in doing that. Well, you got here in Louisiana, that we got so many company, a lot more companies around now. It's hard to keep track with all of them.
Yeah. Down here, I've talked to every tradesman over fucking, I'd say, the last 3 or 4 months. Everybody's booked solid for the next year. You can't find anybody to do any like little project in your house. Like you need a plumber to come in, maybe remodel a washer, move a toilet and shit. You're waiting at least a year. It's fucking nuts.
Hello, Angry Boost. But yeah,
I think somebody came in today, asked, it was more of a commercial job. They wanted to put an air exchanger into a Legion. So, yeah, we can come look at it, but it'd be probably next summer by the time we can come do it. This guy's like, well, we need it done in a month. I'm like, good luck. That's all he said.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're already booked up till the new year. And that's a big job. We don't have time to squeeze a week's work.
That's when you tell them it's triple the rate.
Actually, I'm talking to the bricklayer. Unfortunately, there was a job he just did not want. And it's a terrible chimney. He had to re-brick from the roof up and put a liner in it. He threw an extra $8,000 on it. They said, when can you come?
Little bum.
Above the normal price that he would charge for it. Some people, they're filthy fucking rich. They don't care. So, okay, well, I need it done. What? And yes,
see, I ain't gonna name name, but see, I ain't gonna name names. See, I got two uncles that on my I got one on my dad's side, and I got one on my mom's side. Is
it's Jeff.
It's a licensed plumber, they can pretty much sit there and tell you. Where to get, pretty much like me, I can sit there, I can look at home.
Check your Discord, Bones.
See, I can look at home, and I can tell you, how good job or how poorly the home been built.
Well, Bones, why don't you get down here and take all the cast shit out of my fucking house and replace it for me? I'll pay you. I pay you in beer. No, that's another project in the house I got to do eventually. There's about, let's say, 15 to 20 feet left in the mechanical room of the old cast pipes, and it's all condensating and sweating and shit, and got rid of it. Actually, I don't know if it's condensating or if it's just fucking, it's probably just straight out leaking.
We'll
You're roboting big time there.
pretty much.
Yeah, I guess he lost his connection. He'll be right back.
There he is.
Am I robot?
Now you got to talk a little longer, so this way we'll know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's roboting again.
Yep. Not a big job, see. I just need all that cast pipe replaced.
Yeah. Oh, damn. You got a hell job, dude, don't you?
Oh, I don't really know. I've never done it before. I'm sure it's easy, but I've never done it, so and I never looked it up yet and how to do it. But it's got to get done. I'll get a friend over to come do it. It's one thing I've never played with in my life was taking out cast pipes and replacing. Then everything else with the plumbing. I don't know all the codes, but I know the basic shit. Hi, Nevaeh. Still robot. It's funny how you had like a perfect signal for so long and then boom, just robots. Worn out. On a better note, I got $100 tip at work today. Yeah, exactly. No, you're right, Bones, because yeah, obviously the vertical one's not going to fucking leak. That's a good point. And there isn't much. It basically 90s down. I assume that's the stack that goes up to the roof. And then just the vertical, and it's only like 6 feet to the one that you seen going down. Square. That's what I install. I install square pipes.
Oh,
I
I could be.
don't deal with the round ones. My square pipes, all my duct work. Square pipes. I like that. I'll start telling that to all the plumbers now. Thanks, I could be. Get a kick out of them. Why the fuck are you running round pipes for the toilet? Run the square ones. They're cheaper. No, Poon quit. He rage quit. All this plumbing talk, he rage quit. Be a pipe player. But that guy. Oh, shit. I feel like shit. I'm getting dizzy here. How about now? Those couplings in PVC pipe. Those Furco couple are those the like the rubber ones with the two bands on them? I don't know all the terminology for everything.
Yeah. So I could be. Yeah, I'm back. Hopefully I got my. Oh, I hope I got it fixed.
Mm-hmm. Sound perfect now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So far, yeah. Square ones won't need.
But yeah, how long you been in that line job, Jason?
Me?
Yeah.
Since 99, so 22 years. Of course, I left here and there.
How old are you?
38.
Oh, 38.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, 22 years. But here and there, you know, I left it for a few months, try other things out, did the carpentry part, kitchen stuffs. I got in a little bit of everything, so like I say, I know a bit of every trade, just master of only one.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
You need, what are you trying to do? You trying to adapt cast iron to PVC? You need CT adapters.
Yeah, that's what that's just the rubber ones with the clamps on each side.
Well, they got worm clamps on them, yeah.
Here they're pretty hard,
but
to
they're
cut,
so
CT
adapters, man. So the old school, oh hell, I don't remember what the other ones are called anymore. I'll tell you right now, I don't care what I'm doing. If I need anything, I'm using a CT adapter. I don't care if it's PVC to PVC or anything else. I'm using a CT adapter these days. Fuck them other ones. Them other ones suck.
I hear it can be a chore too to cut those cast pipes. They got the
no. It's easy. It's very, very easy to cut cast iron pipe. So
use a grinder.
All you need is a chain cutter.
That's
all right. And you get a chain cutter, and it might take you a few tries to get it down, but once you get it down, it's fucking easy as fuck.
Yeah.
So mark wherever you want to cut it. Use like a piece of chalk or what have you, or a red Sharpie, whatever. Take your chain cutter, wrap it around. You don't want it you can't have it dog tight. It has to have a little bit of looseness to it. Kind of lift up and then snap it down, and it'll cut that fucker off clean. And if you're worried about being a bitch about it, you can get fine metal blades.
I've seen the price. They got special blades for the cast iron pipes. I looked it up.
But those chain cutters are the shit when it comes to cast iron.
Well, I'll just go because I don't have one of those. So I got a fucking grinder, and I'm savvy with a grinder just because that's what I do. I work with metal.
Do you know how long it's going to take you to cut it with a grinder?
Very fast. You ever see me on a grinder? I've already cut them before. Just not plumbing pipes. I've cut cast pipes.
It's me, Glenn.
Won't take too long. I know that voice.
Why would you porn bomb Bones? Why would you porn bomb Glenn Bones?
I mean, it's what I do.
Damn it, man. You got to stop doing that shit.
Just get yourself some cast iron sawzall blade. It's got the bumpy, it's not teeth on it. It's got the bumps on it.
Yeah, no, I looked them up
They're
once.
expensive.
But they're not cheap, apparently. I never looked up the price of one, but well, like I say, I'm very good with a grinder, and it's an easy spot to cut it. So if I did it myself, I'd just do the grinder. At least I know I can give it a perfectly straight cut with that, and sawzalls.
And this
it's tiring holding.
Was it
there?
Was it 3-inch plastic? 3-inch galvanized or cast iron? Excuse me, 3-inch pipe.
It's fucking 4 or 5 inch. It's a huge one coming down.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure it could, you know, the size, so you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it right now just to see.
Yeah.
Okay, Pong. So, which?
What? Why don't you? What's up? Is Jason having a problem with using a chain cutter or something? I mean, it doesn't take.
He might not. He might not be able to wrap around. He might not be able to get it, depending on where it's located.
It's almost 5 inches around on the outside, so it's probably 4 on the inside.
Don't be a 10th man. It's 4-inch pipe is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Cast. So
get a
probably what
get a fur cone coupling, and then get the clamp that goes around the fur cone coupling, and you got it.
Hey, Jason, if you can't, I'm gonna say something. So if you can't get to it, like you're having a problem getting to it for any reason, go get you a sledgehammer.
Yeah, just,
I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually being dead serious. Get you a sledgehammer,
Okay.
and it'll just crumble.
Yep, I know it will.
I mean, you'll disintegrate it.
Yeah, you probably want to take that 90 out where it turns out of the
breaks above the floor. Then I gotta start fucking getting into the floor because I know how that shit shatters.
It does. It shatters. I mean, it completely shatters.
No, I'll definitely be cutting it. Hey, twin mommy.
That probably goes deep in the ground too. Your freeze line. You guys are in Canada. Yeah. You know, that's what's wrong. What happened with Texas? All their shit was not very deep and froze.
Well, it wasn't so much. I mean, we didn't have around here it goes 8-10 inches deep at the most for your yard lines.
Yeah,
that's all you really need.
Yeah, we got to be down 2 feet.
We just need 8. We don't even have inspections on how deep a yard line is. It can be right on top of the ground.
Are you talking on a septic or onto a sewer? With your
talking about yard lines for water.
Service line.
Yeah, I'm not talking about sewer at all. I'm talking about your actual line from your meter to your house.
Are you on septic, Jason?
Nope. Sewer.
Oh, okay.
You got cast iron all the way through the yard too?
I gotta assume because that's what's going down.
You might have roots in it. You can get a camera and go through it.
But at least I'm not having a problem there. I'm just having the.
I'll tell you right now, Jason. If you don't have problems with it past wherever you're fixing it, don't fuck with it.
Nope. I want that one. It's about 6 feet long, going horizontal, and it drips like a fucker. So it just needs to go.
At best, what you would want to do is maybe get like a cutting spade headed bit on a nice powerful sewer machine and run it through there once or twice. But other than that, I wouldn't fuck with it at all.
Yeah, because after I cut it, I can snake it.
Yeah, put a clean out right where you
at the bottom,
right where you put a new piece in.
Yeah,
just put a clean out right there. Yeah,
either clean out or at least a test key. One of the two, either one's fine.
Shit, though.
That way you can open and access in case you've got to go outside or something.
It's tight to the floor joist, so if I did have a clean out, it would be wide down. Would that drip?
You can't wide it down. You can't wide it down.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I can't really get a clean out up there. It's too close to the floor joist that you wouldn't be able to get into.
Just put a test tee. Just
put a test tee.
Huh?
Yeah. Get right at
We'll get her done. Too fucking lazy right now. Let it drip. It's not damaging anything.
Yeah, it's just sewer. Ain't like you're gonna get sick from it, being near it.
You know that so when you go take your Texas, when you go to the Texas State Plumbing Board of Examiners to take your test, they got this extravagant setup in like this classroom. It's like a little bitty room, and they got all these glass pipes up on the wall, and they run red dye water through the glass pipes, and they show you exactly how vacuum works. So it'll teach you how vacuum works versus backflow. Because backflow is like the newest thing. Well, I mean, backflow is not new, but so back in like the 1950s, the World's Fair was in Austin. It's not even been in the 30s. I can't remember which one, but they had a backflow problem into a hotel room. Like 60-something odd people died of dysentery. Now, you don't die of dysentery anymore, but this was all due to because a broken water line and a broken sewer line and backflow.
Sure.
But it's pretty cool how they can show you how it works and everything. Vacuum is fucking awesome how it works.
Yeah, it'll suck air when it's draining out.
Yeah.
So
you get the
you cross connection somewhere, you got sewer water in your kitchen when you turn it on.
Yeah. Just by turning on the faucet, it'll suck it up in there. It's crazy.
I've got no worries with the drinking water. Fucking water. Weird sound going on there. You plunging a toilet, Poon? That's what it sounds like.
No, the dog's drinking water.
You can't have concrete sit on copper. It's got to be below the concrete if you have, because the concrete will put pinholes in your copper line. So we have a lot of issues out here.
The concrete will cause electrolysis, what it'll do. If you're gonna have it on top, if you're gonna have copper on concrete, you have to sleeve it. If you sleeve it, you're all right.
Yeah, we have houses out here that are just on a slab, and they pour the concrete right on top of the copper, excuse me. And then I'm busting up people's living rooms, getting into the floor to get into replace that copper.
Y'all don't do the blow the fucking piece of shit pegs through the 3/8 line to the 1/2-inch line. Y'all do that?
No, what I would do, it's buried in concrete. You can't pull it. So I'd go out in the yard and find where it's attached in the street, cut it there, and then get 1-inch soft copper tubing, attach it to the end of the pipe, and then slowly, or on the inside in the basement, and slowly roll out the roll as I got a backhoe pulling on the copper in the street. A lot of times I can do that and get away with not having to dig up a yard. Yeah, you run a cable through the water pipe itself.
Hey, I got a question for both of you.
So glad I never had to do that. So glad.
100 years.
Yeah. Make a lot of money doing it that way.
Do you guys think the PEX pipe's gonna hold up for the 100 years and shit?
I do. I do.
Because that's the thing, right? Nobody knows until it's.
I am sold on it. Well, here's the problem. Okay. Now, we all thought this same kind of thing with the Kitech, right? And that burnt us pretty bad. I mean, it put some people out of business. Kitech put a lot of people out of business. But
a lot of trailers were built that way. A lot of mobile homes are,
Yep.
Use that pipe with the rings and shit. I don't like it.
So Kitech, we found out that Kitech causes electrolysis. We found that out, but we didn't know it at the time, But now PEX damn it, the actual name of it, what I call it, fuck, I can't think of the name of it now. The fuck.
But PEX pipe you're talking about, right?
Well, it's made by PEX, but it's the name brand.
Yeah, it's a brand. I know that.
I'll think of the name of it here in a minute. Viega. I call it Viega. But Viega's been tested. It's been tested. It's held up. It hasn't failed yet. The shit's just amazing stuff. I mean, here's the problem with some of these things. So, like, copper. Let's say you have a house that nobody, got built, or an older home that somebody's trying to sell, and let's say it sits for 5 years. Well, guess what? Water is not stagnant. Okay, that's bullshit. Water is continuously moving at all times. Basically, think of it as a live molecule, and the molecules are constantly moving because they are. So even a house that's been sitting with the water on, the water is still moving through those pipes continuously. So if the house that's been sitting with stagnant water in it like that, that's been moving, I guarantee you that house has got pinholes in it everywhere because that copper will have electrolysis to it. It's just going to happen. Viega has proven to held up so far on the brass fittings, not the expansion fittings, not the fucking
brass,
the plastic fittings, but the brass fittings so far has held up.
What are the rings made out of? The clamp rings?
They're made out of stainless steel.
They sure as fuck don't look it.
It might be a nickel stainless steel mixture, but they're non-magnetic. I tell you that.
Okay. Actually,
I think
I've never really played with one. I've seen them, but they didn't look stainless. They almost look like they're fucking black iron, but I know they aren't because they wouldn't be stupid.
You might be thinking so there's different types of rings. I'm talking about the sleeves. The sleeve rings.
Right.
Which is the only rings I'll use.
I'd rather have CPVC.
Hell no, dude. That shit goes brittle electrical. No. Fuck that shit.
I prefer the copper for taste. If I'm used to that.
I haven't even noticed coming out of a Viega pipe yet. I haven't noticed a difference in taste, to be honest with you. I still yet to notice. But a lot of those homes that were done with Kitec, that's exactly what they got done with when the lawsuit went through, because Kitec got sued so bad that it was unreal. They had Kitec was liable for every home that had Kitec in it. So they had to pay for every home that had Kitec in it. They had to pay to get it replaced.
Wow.
And almost every home that had in it, they replaced it with exclusively CPVC.
I've been through have you ever seen one of those? You'd be sitting there, and all of a sudden the pipe would just crack and bust, and you'd be like, "Where the hell is that coming from?" Tearing out your walls, looking for the water leak.
I randomly Googled PEX pipe, and two things come up right off the bat. Why is PEX plumbing bad? Potential chemical leaching is another downside of PEX due to its chemical composition. The PEX pipe material may leach toxic chemicals, including whatever BPA, MTB, and all this other shit. And then how long does PEX pipe last? And straight up answer with no fucking explanation: 40 to 50 years. It's based on the frequency of use and the quality of the water and temperature.
Yeah, Jason, though, I can say the same thing for copper. I could say that potential toxins can be leached by solder and by fucking flux.
Solder, which people do.
So, so here's the problem. You have to use flux with regular solder. Now they do have water-based flux now, but before water-based flux, it was acid-based flux. I mean, nobody flushed these lines out before you bought your home and you fucking lived in it when this shit was put in. Nobody flushed those lines out. You got what you got. Point is you can make a case either way. It doesn't matter. The only way you're getting the only way you might make a case for no toxins in a copper house is if you silver soldered every fucking joint.
Yeah. And the fact too, the metal quality now is night and day from 150 years ago. Your copper was copper back then. Now they got so much other shit mixed in with it.
Well, I mean, we got Type L, Type H. I think most homes are done with Type L. Type H is the real hardened shit.
Yeah.
If I remember right. I can't remember.
There are 200-year-old houses down here, some really fucking old ones, and you go in, I'm changing their furnace. I look up, you can see it's all copper pipes, it's brown, but no leaks. But I'm sure the new copper now, you put that in that same situation, I bet you it's not going to hold up like that old copper.
I don't care where you're at. If you put copper in your house, you put a circulator pump on it. I don't give a fuck where you're at, what you're doing. About 5 years, 5 to 10 years, you're gonna have electrolysis going to that copper, guaranteed.
Yeah. What did you say? Sorry, what was that going through it?
Electrolysis. It's called electrolysis. It's what causes all the pinholes.
Okay.
Basically, it's a mixture of friction, hardened water. You know, like water that has
which is bad down
a lot
here.
of
Water is bad.
a lot of limestone, sulfur, just that kind of shit in it.
Yeah, the water is terrible on this island.
If you took the rod out of your water heater, you'd fucking puke about all the fucking sediment that's in your water heater.
It's nasty shit.
And that's when you're drinking that shit.
No, I don't.
That's in your drinking water.
I don't drink the water from there. No one in the house does. We buy it, but fuck, we don't even know where that's coming from in the bottle.
Same fucking place coming out the fucking faucet.
Yep, they got a factory. It's all set up in someone's house. They fill it up with fucking. What would we know? Fuck, I even bought a bottle of Smart Water once. It didn't fucking work.
Oh, they make a thing now that you can put on your faucet and you purify your water.
Oh, the little Brita thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole bunch of brands makes that, yeah. I remember when that stuff first came out, my parents were right into it. They went and bought one of the Brita filter jugs with the filters in it, and you'd fill the jug up and it would filter it. Seems to be a thing of the past now, though.
As far as I know, Angry Rooster, you can leave. I've left Viega out in the pure sunlight for shit. I'm going to go pick some up now that's been out there in the sunlight for years, and it has yet to even fade. So it holds up the UV ray very fucking good. But unlike PVC, PVC will fucking burn.
Sorry, I gotta laugh at Angry Rooster's typo.
Yeah, hey punk.
It's autocorrect. Hey punk. That's what it would do too. I fucking guarantee you. Let me see. They got the autocorrect shit going.
Yeah, so the Viega, I'm telling you right now, at least the Viega brand of it, the Frost Apex, it holds up to UV light fucking outstandingly well. And I mean, I've had rolls of Viega out in the sunlight for years. I'm talking at least 10 years or so that it's been out there, and it has yet to even fade.
Oh shit, my autocorrect's not. Fuck it. But yeah, it would.
Orangeburg pipe, man, I haven't seen that shit in fucking years, dude. Orangeburg pipe is the shit. You know how they make Orangeburg pipe there, Jason?
Orange what pipe? Sorry.
Orangeburg pipe. You know how they make Orangeburg pipe?
Orange fur pipe?
Orangeburg pipe.
Orangeburg pipe. I don't even know what it is.
So it's a type of pipe. So they take a bunch of like a tar paper and put it in a roll, and it melts it. It kind of melts it, okay. And that's Orangeburg pipe.
Interesting. What do we use it for?
Never the same. It's never. It use it for sewer lines and shit. It never is really the same size at any time. I mean, it's some fucked up shit, dude. It's some fucked up shit. It's some really fucked up shit. I ain't shitting you.
Oh, the guy from Toyota texted me. Yeah, the car I just bought, it's got that fucking computer monitor, stupid crazy ass shit on it. So I'm trying to get all the apps for it because there's a fucking button for apps. So I read how to do it, and you got to go sign up for it and this shit with the Toyota app. So I went and did it all. As soon as it asks you to put the VIN number in, so it scans it with the phone. I did that shit, and it says your information does not match our records. Okay, so I assume, because it wasn't a brand new car that I owned, so the last person, I assume, signed up to it. And now it's a different name with the same VIN number. I tried to tell him that when I was there. He's like, no, it shouldn't be. Blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, when you get it figured out, give me a call. He texted me there not too long ago, but I know they're closed right now. He's like, give me a call when you're free. But yeah, they're closed, so I can't fix that right now. Oh well. I like the car anyway. It's crazy going from a 2006 to a 2019. What the fuck are all these extra buttons?
They saying the VIN number don't match up.
No, because like I said, like I'm the second owner to this car. Somebody bought it. They kept it for. They had 50,000 kilometers on it and brought it back. It's in fucking mint shape. But they registered their app to that car with that VIN number, which is all fine and dandy because it was their car. But they sold it, traded it in. They probably upgraded. Now I bought it, so I went to set it all up. As soon as I put that VIN number in, it says, hey, this doesn't match our records, is what it says on the screen. So obviously the last person set it up with their name and that VIN number, and they didn't clear it. So it just needs to be fixed. I can easily fix it. He just, I don't know what, he's probably busy and just didn't believe me at the time. But I think he got it figured out now.
Yeah, you might want to be careful with that. You might get a red flag on that one.
Oh, it's nothing big. It's nothing big, really. The guy at the dealership's going to fix it all up.
Yeah, I knew a few people that did that, you know. They, with red flag. Well, they trying to figure out where the red flag come from. You know, they didn't do nothing wrong. They went, according to the book, when they bought the car, they took it, had it notarized. They bought it, they had the sale bill in hand, had that notarized. They pay full amount on car. Well, when they get the tag and everything else, in order.
Yeah.
Next thing they knew, they went check and make sure everything, still in check. And still in clear, next thing that they knew when they did that, it showed the red flag on it.
Yeah.
They tried to figure out where it come from. They called, where they bought the car. Hey, we went by a book. We did everything what we've been told what to do. Should be no red flag on this car.
Oh no, I'm not worried on that things, but I get you. No, I can believe that happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, stuff like that does happen.
Yep.
But I ain't no expert, but I gonna buy what I heard and what I seen.
Yep.
It ain't the computer made the mistake. It's the people that.
Jason made the mistake. I know it was Jason. He did
it.
Fucking Jason, fucking Canadians. Who the fuck would buy a house with all fucking cast plumbing in it anyway? Fucking idiots.
Believe it or not, Jason, most commercial buildings today are still get cast iron lines and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, this house is 70 years old, so it's proper for the time frame anyway.
The biggest problem with cast iron is they still haven't come up with a good way of the fittings to work. You still have to have a torch. You still have to get them hot. You still have to put them together hot. They still have to mold hot.
So they're like cement together, right? Like they.
No, you heat the shit out of them, put them together, and then they mold.
Oh, okay.
like the fittings.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
Pain in the ass.
You can tell they're not threaded together.
No, not
I
threaded
kind
together
of
at all.
knew how it was. I just didn't know the process of doing it. I didn't know they had to heat it up.
Yeah, you have to heat it up. There's no way around it. You have to.
So those fuckers had to carry the big old torches around with them back in the day.
Well,
then.
no. Well, you can use map gas, but
Yeah, I guess so.
it takes a little longer, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't seen a home yet ain't been built, don't have a cast iron in it somewhere.
Oh shit, Glenn! I've dropped in. I could say thousands of houses that have nothing but PVC in them.
Yep, that's all. That's all
Yeah.
they fucking built down here now.
Well, I was talking about, hey, you got your mobile home, they might got PCP pipe in it, but you got the frame made out of cast iron that you the main part that sit on, but 90% of the time, now on your plumbing now, there are some home got cast iron plumbing and some don't.
Well, in a lot of the cities, so a lot of the times when you do your sewer lines, the city line will be cast iron. You have to put a tap on it, but most homes today, regular residential homes, especially the more south you go, are going to be nothing but PVC. That's it. They can put anything else in there because it's just not cost effective.
Well, whenever they do that, for some odd reason, anything that they can make money off of. Now you got people like we know what to do, or if we don't know what to do, you know someone, or we got somebody in the family that know what to do, or you can tell you what way go with.
I'm fucking feeling shit.
I tell you what's crazy is if you build in a commercial building and you do put cast iron in your building, which is fine because it'll hold up to the test of time for sure. But if you don't get it shit water jetted once every 3 years, 5 years, 5 years being the absolute longest, should be done about every 3 years. You should get everything water jetted because if you don't, I tell you what happens. This is crazy. So when I was the plumbing supervisor for Floor at the IBM Center, we ran into problems daily clogs and urinals mainly, and it just got to be a pain in the ass over and over and over because you actually have to go on the outer wall, take a hideaway door out to get to the clean out to run a sewer snake down through the line. Here's the problem. You take a 2-inch drain line and you never water jet it. Over the years, so over about a 5 to 10 year span, you've taken a 2-inch drain line and you turned it into about a 1/2-inch drain line because all the sediment just builds up. It builds up, it builds up, it builds up, and it just forms like a tunnel. It just makes a little bitty fucking drainway. The more and more you put down them, like smaller sewer machines, they're not even called sewer machines. They're just they're drain cleaners, drain machines. Put them down there, they'll bore that little hole in there, but they don't do much else. It's just fucking waste of time. It's just dumb. I never understood. I begged and begged and begged Floor to get IBM to shell out the money to get that place water jetted, to get it cleaned, and they just wouldn't do it. Fucking dumb. It's just dumb. If you're gonna build a building and you're not gonna keep up the maintenance, what's the good in having the building? They think it's unnecessary maintenance. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I was fixing to just say that too. One thing I noticed, when about the Well, I mean, if you own a home like so long, the PCP pipes over time they do get brittle.
It depends. So a lot of factors are involved in how brittle PVC pipe gets, Glenn. Environment, sunlight, whether or not it's pressurized. There's a lot of factors that involve into how brittle they can get, how fast they can get.
Yeah.
A non-pressurized PVC pipe will get brittle much faster than a pressurized one will. Yeah, I agree, Angry Rooster. Water jet cleaning is the bomb. I mean, it's something that if you're going to have a commercial building, you're going to have cast iron pipe, especially. It's something that is like a necessity, but trying to get them to understand that it's the stupidest thing in the world. They just can't understand that kind of shit. They think it's just an unnecessary cost. So let's just keep workers busy unclogging shit they shouldn't normally have to unclog because you don't want to do something where they could be doing something more productive. Fucking dumb. Oh, Jason, I forgot to tell you. Thank you very much for Sunday. I appreciate it very much.
No problem, brother.
So how you been doing, Jason? I ain't been seeing you around.
I've been doing great, but I've been just fucking today. I'm fucking worn out. I think I'm getting something.
Yeah, you're getting fucking pussyitis.
I know, man. Woke up this morning, fucking fine dandy, went to work, was working a couple hours in, just boom, right fucking in a 2-second span, it's like, whoa. Throat started feeling like, you're getting sick and just lost all energy. And it ain't any better.
I have no idea, dude. I really have no fucking clue because I really don't even know how much the machine costs that does that shit because you're talking about basically like a a pressure washer that's made to go in the pipe. I don't know how much them fucking things cost. I had no clue. Not a bad gig though if you could get people to fucking use it. I mean, I'll tell you right now, if you want to get into a business that there's money to be made in, get into fucking septic tank pumping.
Oh, how did he say it?
Buy a septic tank truck.
I forget how he said it. Degeneration nation.
Degeneration.
No, I'll try to think back to fucking Justin.
I remember what you're saying. I remember that too.
Fucking ass.
They can't even pronounce it, so they called him Degen. Or they was talking about emails where he called.
Yep. He was yelling at him. I forget how he said it. But you can't sound that one out even if you don't know the word. Yeah,
it's not that hard, man. Yeah, if I was going to get into a business that with low overhead that would make money right now, I would get into septic tank pumping. Just bet you a septic tank truck. I'm getting into septic tank pumping because there's a lot of money in it, and there's not a lot of people doing it. You got to deal with shit, though. I mean, come on, that's the main gig here. You got to have to deal with shit. So get your hepatitis shots. Don't fucking chew your fingernails, and don't eat sandwiches at lunch.
Exactly. Anything you eat, let it be through a straw.
Dude, I knew this guy's name was Kenny.
About it.
He was the main service dude where I worked for years. This guy would, dude, you see him on a sewer machine just feeding that cable down in there with no gloves on, eating a sandwich.
Fuck.
I ain't kidding you, dude. Some people are just fucking out there. They don't give a fuck. Degradation nation.
Yeah. I was just looking it up too. I seen the video. I got it on.
Yeah, emo brother. No, I kind of gave me. I'm getting missing him some now. I mean,
Emo
back when I
just
followed
fucked
the
up
whole
with emo.
family, I
I mean,
went
that guy's got.
No, you had me. Yeah, that's what Mimo has. Wait, them
Oh,
penal waging.
God, I wish I could got on panel with that guy. Every time I went backstage, he banned my fucking account. And me being stupid, I never once thought, maybe it's because my name is fucking Poonhammer. Maybe if I changed my fucking name.
No, I'll give you that fucking degeneration. I fucking miss that guy too. He was a fucking riot. As racist as some of the shit he said, he almost gave him a pass, man.
Oh, his song, man. His song is absolutely outstanding. What's his song? Cotton Picking Man?
He was just doing it as a show. I'm a firm believer of that. He got egged on back. Like, I know him prior to him going all fucking rank.
I don't know, man. His fucking his Cotton Picking song is pretty bad, dude.
Everybody fucking kept pushing him to it. Like we love your rants. I love when you do it. He may have took it too far, but people pushed him to do it, and he just wanted to give people what they want.
You did this, Gary. You started the war again, Gary. You did this, Gary.
Oh, you fucking ended his channel.
Yeah, well, no.
The war back on you,
I hate to say
I tell you, Gary, the war back on.
Hell, I mean, one time I went on first time I went there when he live, and he kind of caught me off guard the way he ranting. I'm like, damn! I said in chat, damn, dude, you nut. And well, he was like, "Yeah, I don't scrap my balls, you dumbass," or something like that. I mean, he said, "I don't scrap my balls," and I'm like, "Dude, that ain't what." I gotta think in myself. I'm like, "Damn, dude, that ain't what I'm thinking."
That's what he was thinking.
Yeah. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, dude.
Insignificant.
I'm like, dude, damn, dude. Well, want to, I can't make myself do it because I ain't that kind of person.
Oh, there was a time when I would do anything just to get a rise out of somebody. There was definitely a time I'd do anything to get a rise out of anybody because I thought that shit was funny.
Well, he the one you could had.
Well, I mean, not in here. This was well before I got in here. This was back in like it was real life shit. Like at work, I'm the worst prankster to pull shit at work. I do that shit all the time. Like put the clear tape on the sprayer, you know, so when you turn the sink on, the sprayer sprays your ass because you don't see the tape on there. I put pipe seal, so you take Pookie, I call it Pookie, the pipe break seal, and I'll put that on the phone, around the phone edge, around the edges of the phone, so you put it to your fucking face,
You're an asshole. It's hard to clean off.
Yes, that shit is definitely hard to clean off. I'll take instead of a guy that had
pipe dope.
And he was a good dude, man. He was a real good dude, but he had Asperger's. And I would take his hoses and I'd take them off the side of the pipe rack he had them on, and I'd go put them on the other side of the pipe rack, and I'd like switch his pipe from one side to the other. He would get so fucking pissed. He would get so pissed, man, because he, having Asperger's, everything has to be perfectly perfect the way he had it, or he won't fucking drive that truck. He'd have to switch it all around. God, it was mean, but still, I mean,
entertaining.
It was worth a laugh every once in a while.
Like, only if you were recording back then.
I'd actually take tape.
Channel in itself.
Yeah. No, I wasn't recording back then. I'd take tape and put it underneath the faucet, so you turn the faucet on, it'd still spray your ass, without the sprayer. I did all kinds of bad shit at work, man.
I've been so tempted to do it, actually. I think I'm going to do it one of these fucking days.
Or take JB Weld and put it on somebody's gas flap.
No, fucking grease up the whole fucking handle on the.
I put flux all over the handles. I've taken flux and put it all over the handles. and pipe dope. I've also taken like JB Weld, and I put it on the gas flaps of the trucks.
Okay. Just fucking maybe the Maybe on his seat, just fucking cover it in some sort of crazy glue or something.
I don't know about that because it dries too fast. But you can like
Yeah.
fart bomb somebody's truck. I used to fart bomb people's truck all the time too.
Well, no, because I got to sit in the fucking truck too with the guy. There's something that
You don't do it to your own truck.
something I could do to him that he wouldn't realize till he got home, like something that would be all
You
over.
definitely don't. You don't do that shit to your own truck. Fuck that noise.
No, fuck the coworker. I don't give a shit. It ain't my
Oh
truck.
no! So you always every time you get like a new green hand helper or something, that's when you go pull up to the parts store and you tell that green hand to run in that parts store and get you some air bolts or some water bolts.
He'd
Always.
fucking he'd start asking everybody too. He's fucking
Hell yeah! They could fucking put. Can I get some? I need 10 air bolts and 15 water bolts. And they just come out of the fucking. They come back out of the fucking the office.
I swear to fuck, Boone, he is so far gone. I've worked with him for 3 years now. I've been trying to fucking help him out. he was a pill popper back. Well, probably still is. He's on methadone, getting all that, but his whole life since he was really young, like I'm talking like 12, just no common sense to anything. I've been trying to slowly teach him things here and there. He still can't fucking use a drill properly and send a screw in
How the
straight.
fuck do you keep coming out? How the fuck haven't you fired a dude like that? I would have fired his ass.
Because he
There's no
can't
way.
get anybody else, or he'd be long fucking gone. I used to ride his ass hard, and he.
So you're a sympathy case.
And the boss said, "Jay, I can't get anybody else. You gotta calm down on him." Really,
Dude, I've had helpers. So I had a helper once, and his name was Bean. That was his nickname. We called him Bean. His 2 of his cousins worked there, same place, and 2 of his uncles worked. I'm sorry, 3 of his cousins and 2 of his uncles worked all at the same place with me. This is back when I worked at the company I should have never left. But Bean was a good kid. He was 18 years old. He was a good kid. He wasn't trying to do anything wrong. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He just wanted to make a way for himself. Problem is Bean is not smart. And I say that, and I mean it. But I'm not talking bad about the kid. He had a good heart. He just was not very smart.
I can tolerate that.
When I'm roughing in, rough ends have to be perfect. We got to go back and fix them because nobody wants to jackhammer fucking concrete to put shit back in the walls when it could have been done right the first time. So I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my rough ends. Bean had a real problem with learning measurements. First day of the job, that's what I'm teaching helpers to do is learn measurements. Like, if you can read a tape measure, great. That's numero uno. Just read that tape measure. Second off is when I tell you measurements off of blueprints, because I have to take blueprints. I have to add the walls up myself. So all the measurements on the blueprint, I have to physically add them up all myself and get to the walls the right way. So if I miss a measurement, or if I don't add right, my measurements are fucked up.
Damn right.
So I always double check my measurements. But here's the thing. On certain plans, you have certain architects that use center measurements into walls. Then you have other architects that use to-it and through-it measurements onto walls.
Yep.
So on a rough end, if I'm pulling a rough end and I'm pulling a 2x6 wall and it's let's say 15 foot and 3 inches to that fucking wall, well, you add 4 1/4 to your measurement. 4 1/4 inches to 15.3, so 15 7.5 or 15 7 1/4 will give you the direct center of that wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because you're overhung a inch and a half on the form boards. So I've already got an inch and a half over to what I need. So I need to get to the center of a 2x6, which the center of a 2x6 is 2 3/4. So I need to get to the center. So I've got to add that extra inch and a half. That 2 3/4 gives you 4 1/4.
Now see,
the center of that wall.
Just simple. Like even me, when I first jumped into this trade, you talking just what you said from day one, I always caught on because I listened and pay attention. What you just said, you could tell him for the last 3 fucking years. The guy I worked with, he's just his. Okay,
yeah, I get it.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Now go do it.
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're just acting like you got it. And here he wants to do advanced things that I'm doing. I'm like, well, dude, I can't even teach you to fucking close a door behind you when you walk into somebody's house. How am I going to teach you how to set up a fucking oil burner on a furnace and this and that? Like, let's start with the base. You can't even get the basics down. Like, I gave up on
See,
them.
the way I showed you, I would physically show them by pulling the tape measure while I'm teaching them, so they can see it as I'm talking to them, so they understand. This is why we have to add this. And if it's through a 2x6 wall, you take off 1.25 inches, and it'll give you the perfect center of that wall. 2x4, it's 1/4 inch through it, and it's 3 1/4 for to it. The point is, if I show you physically how to do it and you see it physically as I'm explaining it, it should be a lot easier to mentally get it down.
In the second you don't understand something, then you say, "Wait,
oh yeah,
can you? I didn't get that one part. Can you?" But no. Oh yeah.
No, that's how I'm all. I mean, there's no such thing as a stupid question, man. Ask me any fucking question you want. I swear to God, I'll answer it. There's no such thing as a stupid question out here. And some guys get a little flustered. They get a little embarrassed. They don't want to act like they don't know what they're doing. So you got to kind of tell them, man, look, don't take embarrassment out of the fucking equation. I'm not gonna fucking yell at you or tell everyone else at the shop how stupid you think you are by doing shit like this. I promise you, I won't do anything. I won't throw you on the bus at all. But Bean used to carry around a notepad in his pocket. He used to carry around a notepad, and he'd pull it out every time I tell him how to do something. He'd pull it out and he'd write it down.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck do you need that notepad for, Bean? Some people just need to write it down, John. I'm like, that's fine, Bean, but we're 3 months into this. You should have already had this down. There's no fucking reason why we're still going through this shit. Well, some people just learn slower, John. I'm like, Bean, some people just aren't meant out to be plumbers or
you can
other
add
things.
or
I told him, I was pretty upset with him that day. I mean, I was pretty upset with him. So I told him, like, Bean, look, man, I'm telling you this because I like it. I'm not telling you this to be mean. I'm not telling you this to be an asshole. I'm telling you this because I like it. Today, we're going to get off at 3 o'clock. I'm going to take off early just for you today, Bean. I want you to get in your truck. I want you to go to the mall, and I want you to go to the Army recruiting facility out there in the mall parking lot. He's like, why? Like, Bean, if you ever want anything in life, if you ever want to make your life fucking worth living and you want to have something in life, go fucking sign up for the Army right now. I'm being serious. I was being dead serious. I mean, I like the kid, so I wanted him to fucking have a good life, and I don't think there was any other way he'd ever have a good life if he didn't do something of that nature.
Yep. Because
he never was going to advance anyway, any other shape or form. He was just going to be, he'd be a custodian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or Tim Hortons, fucking, or pick a factory where you do the same thing for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Put a sticker on something as it comes by you on the line.
He thought, most people think it's funnier than shit when I tell them that story. But I don't think it's funny, man. I wasn't telling them that shit to be funny. It wasn't a joke. I meant it 100%. I wanted the kid to have a good life.
Yep. And they're
shit. If I could take it all back right now.
The guy I work with, he says he wants it, but he doesn't want to. Like, because I'm not sure if you're familiar with the methadone and the pill popping and shit. I had a serious chat.
No, I don't have dudes like that on my fucking cruise, man.
Why don't you want to get off the stuff and have your head clear? It's like, well, because methadone is to wane pill poppers off of pills. They give you a big dose to start and then slowly get you off so you can live clean. I said to him, like, why are you doing this? You're 38, I understand if you're in your 20s, and we all fucking did that. I fucking smoked crack back in the day. I didn't give a shit.
I smoked meth back in the day. I snorted coke. I did all that shit.
I don't want it. I want to smoke it forever or pop it. Like, what?
Okay, it doesn't make any damn sense. Fuck that noise.
He doesn't want to quit it.
I mean, when I was in my 20s and early 30s, partying all the time, great. I mean, I was having a blast. But once I had kids.
Exactly. Just even when you grow up, even prior to the kids, you get that age. It's like, okay, time. When I get old, do I want to be, jobless? And I tried, man. I heart to heart with him so many times, but I don't want to quit it. Like, okay. And he tells me every week, oh yeah, we had some blasted cocaine this week. Okay. I don't even want to talk to him anymore, and I got to work with the guy. Sucks.
I've had a couple of dumb helpers, man. That's just nothing you can do.
He's a nice guy by all means. Like, to not have to work with him, I could tolerate him, but fuck. Sorry, Glenn, I heard you say something there. I cut you off.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Well, fishing. I had fun. You know. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody came up. Hit that
You're
like, share,
roboting
and
like a
subscribe.
motherfucker, but I know what you're saying. You're ending her right now, right? Okay. No, you're roboting like crazy, but
Yeah.
I heard you say thanks for. All right, man. Thanks for having
Oh, you
us.
this better?
Yeah.
You this better?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Thank y'all for coming up. That we enjoy. Came in a little late. This is ended. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all somewhere else.
Thanks for having us, man. Catch you later.
All right. You're welcome.